Hello, all you geography students again. All right, so this week, week 5. All right, you've got 4 things to do. All right, you're going to start with North American physical features review. It's kind of like the review for the United States, um, except this one's going to be on Satera, so you don't have to unblock it. So that's good. All right, make sure you score an 80% on that. Okay, once you get an 80% or higher, you can screenshot it and then attach it just like you did last week when you reviewed the 50 states. All right, I'll explain more of that if you have any other questions and later on in the video. All right, then you have the EdPuzzle for Islam. Okay, you should be pretty used to EdPuzzle currently. All right, just make sure you watch the video all the way through. All right, remember you can always rewind if you didn't hear the answer. So don't rush through. Okay, make sure you get each one of those questions correct. All right, then we have our first project of the semester. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose a piece of architecture, and I give you 4 or 5 different options that you can use. Okay, you get to pick one. All right, and then you're going to do some research. All right, the only rule there is you cannot use Wikipedia. All right, you got to use credible sources. All right, so if it's a .gov or .org, okay, you're probably in the clear. All right. Other than that, just use your best judgment. But there's no Wikipedia. Okay, when you're doing your research, make sure you copy and paste the website that you get it from. All right, and you keep track of that stuff. All right, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about when I explain this a little bit more later. Then the last thing, all right, it's pretty easy. It's just a reflection of the past month. All right, it's a video recording of yourself, and you have to tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, okay, what you're struggling with, what you're doing really well, what made you learn more. Okay, you'll see the instructions on what you should include. All right, but all you're doing is just giving me a brief reflection of how things are going right now. Okay, it's an easy 5 points, so take advantage of it. All right, that's what we have to do this week. All right, I'm doing things a little bit differently. Okay, you're still going to have the whole video that I'm talking to you right now. All right, in the explanation section, but I'm also going to then post the individualized videos in each assignment. Okay, so you don't have to go back and watch the whole video like you're doing right now. So you also have the individualized video of the explanation in each assignment. All right, so you'll get a little bit more direct explanation. All right, and it's shorter, so that always helps you. Okay, if you have any questions, please make sure you email me. Okay, if you need to set up a Google Meet, tell me. All right, we can always talk over the webcam. All right, and Wednesday, any day is good besides for 9:30 to 10. Okay, so you just gotta let me know. But feel free to contact me with any concerns. All right, yeah, you're getting ready to get into the explanation of the North American Physical Feature Review. That's next. All right, we are on the home page, and we are talking about the North American Physical Features Review. All right, so we're gonna go to modules. All right, and week 5 will be up here when you're seeing this, but we are going to click on North American Physical Features Map Review and then clicking on the link. Okay, this will pop up and you scroll down to where the map is going to load. All right, and then at the top here, Appalachian Mountains. Okay, wherever you think the Appalachian Mountains are, okay, you need to click. Okay, so what happens? It's going to be here. All right, and you got that one correct. Okay, if you're going to get it wrong, okay, that'll be boop, and it's actually going to show you it's the Atlantic Ocean. So you'll come over here and click on the Pacific to get that correct. Up in the top left-hand corner, all right, it's going to give you percentage. All right, and once you get all the way through it, all right, you need to whether figure out if you got an 80% or higher, or if you need to repeat it. Because if you got lower than an 80%, you got to do it again. All right. Once you do get your 80%, okay, and you've clicked on everything that it requires you, all right, you're going to screenshot it, okay, by hitting the Control Windows button. Okay, that'll screenshot it. All right. There's also a picture of it on back on the Canvas page right here. Okay, so Control Windows. Okay, I'll screenshot it. Then you'll go over here to Submit, and then you'll hit Choose File, and then you'll select your screenshot. All right. Once you've selected your screenshot, okay, then you'll hit submit assignment. All right. If you have any questions, please email me. Okay. And we are on to the next assignment. Alrighty, now we are on to the EdPuzzle of Islam. So we're back at the home page. We're going to go back to modules and go to week 5 because that's what we're in. All right, that is EdPuzzle Islam. Okay, and then make sure we load EdPuzzle Islam in a new window. And this will bring us to the video that we have to play and then listen to, all right, and answer questions, okay, because that's ultimately what you do. All right, this is going to look a little different with you, all right, but you're going to initially, this window is going to pop up. You're going to hit play. You're going to be listening and watching, and make sure you answer each question correctly. Make sure you watch all the way to the end, because if you don't, then I don't get your grade. So please make sure you watch from start all the way to the finish, all right, and answer each question to the best of your ability. Remember, you can rewind. So if you didn't hear the answer, just rewind it and then re-listen, okay? You should be able to get each question correct. If you have any questions, please let me know. So on your third assignment, I believe, all right, we're back at the home screen. We're going to modules, and this is your new project, all right, your first project of the semester. All right, it's called North American Architecture Project. So we're going to choose this assignment, and we're going to open, okay, this link. Okay, once we've opened this link, you are not going to be able to type on here. So what you're going to need to do is wait for it to load. You're going to go to File and then Make a Copy. And this is going to allow you to edit it. All right, so you're going to hit OK. You're going to make a copy of it. And once you've done that and it's loaded, then you'll be able to type on this. Okay, so that's what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to fill out your research online. Okay, so if it's not letting you edit, that means you didn't make a copy. So please make sure you do that first. Once you're here, you're going to go step by step. All right, step 1, you got to choose which architecture you want to do research on. Okay, the U.S. Capitol Building, Independence Hall, Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal, the Golden Gate Bridge, or the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. That was a bad pronunciation. All right, so I'm going to choose Independence Hall. So I'm going to type Independence Hall. All right, then here comes the research. All right, and again, I mentioned before, you can't use Wikipedia, so you have to find credible sites. So we open up Google. I'm going to type in Independence Hall information. Okay, and I previously know that I couldn't find anything on this website, so that's why I'm skipping it. All right, and we're going to open up ushistory.org. Okay, .orgs and .govs are usually a safe bet that they're credible. All right, maybe not 100% of the time, but usually they are. If it's not a .gov or a .org, all right, you got to use your best judgment to find out if it's actually factual and credible. Okay, so with this, all right, you got to read through all the information provided for, all right, and you are looking for the year open to use. So if we go back here, you're reading along. Right? It wasn't until 1753, 20 years after groundbreaking, before it was completed. All right, so 1753. All right, now you may not be able to use all of or find all of your information on one website. Okay, so once you have found everything that you can on one website, hit Control-C for control copy up here. All right, you're going to go back, and there's a spot down here where you can keep track of your sources. Okay, so you just paste your link here, and that's where, and I know, hey, you got some of your information from that website, right? And then you got to find a new website to find any information you couldn't on that particular one you started with. Okay, so please make sure you fill out each portion, okay, and fill in the proper amount. Like some say 6 to 7 complete sentences, some say 2 to 3, some say 1 to 2. All right, you do need to fill out, okay, with the proper amount of information. That's the whole point. All right, you're going to be able to tell what you're graded on by going back here and scrolling down. Okay, the accuracy and the amount of information is a third of your grade. So please make sure you don't lack in information. Okay. Now, once we've gotten all of the information done, Okay, imagine you've done all this. All right, then you're moving on to step 3 and you're creating a presentation. All you're doing is taking the information that you've already found and putting it in a presentation tool. Okay, and you can choose the presentation tool. You can do a poster. You can do Google Slides. You can use Spark, Canvas, Prezi. All right, I don't care. All right, I would say Google Slides is probably the easiest. All right, but if you're a person that needs to do it with your hands, do a poster. All right, if you don't like Google Slides, use Canva or Spark or Prezi. It's up to you, but you have to know how to submit it. All right. I am not going to sit here and explain every single presentation tool and how to submit this. All right. So if you choose it, you better be able to understand and know how to submit the presentation. Okay. It's very important to understand. Now, along with the information that you include in this presentation, you need to also include 3 images that help represent what your architecture stands for. Okay, you can like what it looks, what it symbolizes. It needs to be 3 images. Okay, clear images, not pixelated. All right, not drawn. If you do a poster like a 2-year-old, all right, they need to be well represented images of your piece of architecture. All right, once you've done that, now comes the double checking. All right, once you double checked, you have everything, then you are going to submit. Okay, you need to submit this particular copy of your research. Okay, so that's one thing. All right, so if you come over here and you try to hit submit assignment, okay, you're going to choose file. You're going to choose the Google Drive that you did all your information research on. Okay, so you'll attach that, and then you will attach by hitting add another file, you will attach your presentation. Okay, so you need to attach 2 things, all right, to this assignment. All right, the only time you're not going to use the second file is if you do a poster. Okay, if you do a poster, all right, you can bring it into class. All right, if you're a virtual student, you need to take a very clear and readable picture of your poster if you choose to do that. Okay, and then once you have attached both, you'll hit submit assignment. All right. Again, I know this is our first project, so if you do have any questions, please ask. I will always clarify. Your last assignment, very simple. All right, so we are back at the home page. We are going to modules. We're in week 5, and we're clicking on reflection of past month. So all this is asking for is your opinion on how last month has gone for you personally. All right, so in a brief recording of yourself that will be submitted to me, all right, and no one else will be able to view. So that's important. Don't be embarrassed or anything like that. All right, I'm just asking for how you're handling the assignments. Is there too much, too little? Do you have any questions? Are you confused about anything? All right, this is your time to voice your opinion. All right, I am trying to learn just as much about this as you are trying to get adjusted as well. So don't be nervous that you may think like, oh, he didn't want to hear this. No, I need some feedback to understand what you guys are feeling. All right, because some of you are really quiet. Some of you I haven't even heard from. All right, so please make sure to voice your opinion on those, and I will do my best to then adjust the course to fit your guys' needs. All right, you're going to do this by hitting submit assignment. All right, and then you're going to hit record/upload video or media. Okay, you're going to have to allow this, and then you're coming over here. Okay, and then you can just hit start recording, and then you can complete the reflection through this recording. Once you've done that, you'll be able to select it and then hit submit assignment. And then you are done for the week. All right. Remember, this is worth 5 points with the recording. So it's pretty easy in terms of getting those 5 points. All right. Again, always, if you have questions, email, call, we can always set up a Google Meet, whatever it is. All right. Let me know. All right. And we can always clear things up. So I hope you guys are having a good week, and just let me know if you have any questions.